Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to this fifth episode with Saima Hamid. Today we are going to explore power, understanding power. It is something that affects us all. We experience it, we feel it. And there's a quote that Abraham Lincoln is known to have said: nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test somebody's character, give them power. तो ये तो ऐसा ख्याल है कि मैं चाहता हूं कि इस पे साइमा हामिद हमें थोड़ी सी रोशनी ला, वो हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं. साइमा, could you please join us?
अस्सलाम
जी,
वालेकुम.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम. साइमा, मैं ये इब्राहिम लिंकन के कोट पे जरा गौर कर रहा था कि इफ यू वांट टू टेस्ट समवन्स कैरेक्टर, गिव देम पावर. ये ख्याल जो था मुझे काफी हद तक fascinate करता है, because I come across people who somehow seem to change when faced with power or when given power. Is it that they change or something happens which was already there, dormant, and becomes active? इस पे क्या आप कहेंगी?
Power is a very powerful word to begin with, really.
Yeah.
And before we get to the depth of it, it's very important to understand the basics. And without understanding basics of it, build our understanding on it. So if I put power in the context of life, right? What is power? So generally, life को कैसे define किया जाता है? Life is a journey of successes, failures, learnings, highs and lows, sadness, happiness, and on the same continuum, हम ये opposites को experience करते हैं, and then we hope that हमारे पास कुछ aspirations हों, we have some some ideas to live by, meaningfulness निकालें life में से. So where does power fits into this journey? So if you ask me, I would say that power is basically the identification and management of your life. It's the life force in you. So आपकी life basically is a series of management, and how are you learning to work with the power which is your life force given to you.
तो आप ये कहना चाह रही हैं कि कुव्वत जो है वो हमारे अंदर होती है और हमें उसके बारे में थोड़ी बहुत जानकारी करने की ज़रूरत है और फिर उसको हमें इस्तेमाल करने की सलाहियत पैदा करनी है, और कुछ इस किस्म की चीज़ है कि ये बाहर से हमें नहीं मिलती, हमारे पास पहले से होती है. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, you've highlighted and you've pointed it very rightly. But if I let's suppose connect it in today's world, what is happening, right? Primarily, the core issue of everyone's life today is how to deal better and being equipped in order to deal with the physical, external, visible world. Because in order to deal with this physicality that we live in, the world, we think and we perceive that we need power.
Right.
Hence, our life becomes the primary and the core issue of our life becomes the power struggle. Because we need power to basically make sense and to live, to control what's happening around us. We need power.
Right. Okay.
But that is what we think and perceive of it. Right? Now, for instance, in order to have this power, this power struggle that we have, in order to overcome that, our strategies revolve around power accumulation.
Okay. And how's that done?
How's that done? So, in other words, let me put it this way. Everything we do is a power calculation for us. How? From the time we wake up to the time we choose to sleep, what we eat, where we want to live, which sector, which town we want to live, what we want to drive, who do we want to meet, where do we want to work, who do we want to be in relationship. Everything, in short, is basically a power calculation for us.
Okay. I want you to elaborate this because ये तो सारों को impact करता है ना ये ख्याल जो आप पेश कर रही हैं. This
Every one of
concerns
us.
everyone. Absolutely.
Every one of us. And how do we do that? हम ये power calculations को अभी हम consciously aware नहीं होते. This is what I want to bring into the light today through this discussion, that what is happening is how we are dealing with the power at the moment. We have designed power plays and mechanisms within us. And we have built our own rationalizations. Why do we do the things we do?
Right.
Now, for instance, entitlements, the way we punish somebody. Sometimes we will punish somebody by not answering the phone. We know this person is expecting, but we won't. The way we punish people through silence, sometimes by shouting, sometimes, and then the way we choose to reward people. The way we conduct ourselves, the way we want to position ourselves. In short, our whole life, everyday choices that we make, they have a root within us by answering one question. Whatever I'm about to do, or I'm going to do, or I want to do, is this gonna take power away from me, or is it gonna give me power? That's the struggle we all have.
तो क्या ये लाशऊरी तौर पे हो रहा होता है या ये कॉन्शियस अमल है?
This is a very interesting question, and it requires us to further go deeper into the understanding. As you said, is it happening subconsciously या ये conscious level पे हो रहा होता है? तो उसको थोड़ा सा explore करने के लिए I will have to go again into the background of this. ठीक है? Let's understand this in this context. When we are born, इंसान पैदा होता है. Nature requires us. By nature, we need instructions and directions to live our life. That is why we have parents, we have teachers, we have mentors in our life. जब एक बच्चा पैदा होता है, the child requires directions and instructions